How's it going, everyone? Wally's OG here, and today we have something a little bit different again. I know that's usually my normal intro, but in this one, this is actually one of my warm-up races. I didn't record this live. This is a replay, and we do kind of go through and confirm that, just because I am that way through the replay. But this one was a crazy one. We did start in the pit lane, so we technically started 11th out of 11. And, I mean, you're going to see where we end up. But we're going to go through this one. We are at VIR in the Miata. This was, I think, last week. I'm pretty late with what I have recorded, but that's fine. We'll figure that one out. We do have a bit of an issue here, obviously. It is VIR. People, again, not understanding that this is lap 1, and you have cold tires, cold brakes. Don't be making crazy moves on lap 1. Like I said before, there's a pretty common phrase. The race is not won on lap 1. For some people it is, but for most it's not. This is VIR short, by the way, or at least a shorter version. I don't know how many different variations officially there are of VIR, but it took me until about here when I realized where I was. We do have another spin right there. So we should be, I think, around 9th. If I'm remembering correctly. This is lap 1 still. We are coming up. This, also, that last section right there, that last turn. I mean, these are technically the last turns, but the one where I really let off and you can really hear that I'm like off the gas and everything. I don't really know how to take that section. Haven't looked it up. I mean, we'll figure it out, but hey. For now, we're just going through it. That was lap 1. We have another one off on the side of the road there. So it should be 8th or 7th. I'm sure we'll look again in a second. I forgot when I actually did the cut. This whole race, again, this one was for SR. That was the whole goal of it. It was the warm-up. I hadn't raced in a little bit. And so I just didn't really want to mess anything up. I've been going back and forth between A and B licenses, and I'd rather stay in the A category. I'm trying to rebuild. This was a turn of contention for a few people, myself included. I basically went in differently every single time. We do get by someone else, though, who basically got forced wide by the other person that started in the pit lane with us. And he's in front of us here. We're going to skip ahead after everything. And we are going to see what place we're in again and what lap. We're on lap 3 in 7th after all of the shenanigans. We do skip ahead again, forward a little bit to lap 5, going into lap 6. And this is going to be the fight for 6th place. Good old P. Steve, if y'all know Super GT. We do get around 6th place here, but someone maybe got inspired by some NASCAR here, and we do have the person in front of us as we do the boo-doo-doo. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my virus and threat protection came up. We get a little tap from behind here. Mr. NASCAR with a bump and run. He does get around us. I do hit this curb on the outside and basically bump into him a few times, but no harm, no foul. I don't think I got any X's actually for that, and I don't think he did either. He does go into this hairpin. I mean, it's technically a hairpin, right? I mean, you just don't have to go all the way down. Either way. He gets into that turn a lot faster than I do, and he gets away just a bit more. But we see in this final section that we do start catching up. Same lap. Do break a little bit later, going in, and now this is the section I was saying I have a lot of difficulty with. I'm off the gas completely. People brake here, I don't. Now I'm on the throttle, tapping it a little bit. You can hear me go burp burp a little bit. We do eventually get around him, and we get our P. Steve back. I'm kind of spoiling it, technically. But going into turn 1, he is just behind me right now. So we did clear him just before the braking zone. We're going to skip ahead again. I didn't actually see what that was, but this was the whole big moment. This is where we get a nice 3 in 1 lap. There's one right there, another one right there. Basically, they just both outbrake themselves, and I was able to slip up on the inside. The person in front of us is the one that started in the pit lane with us. They do spin out a little bit going into this turn, and I do have to take an inside line, but we make it work. So now I think we are up in 3rd now. Should be around lap 7 or 8. I didn't see what it was. Oh, thank you very much. We are 3rd, lap 10. 2nd place in front of us here. And this first section definitely was my stronger one in compared to all the other racers today. Or that day, I should say. This definitely was not today. But we are going to be behind number 12, who is in 2nd. This section definitely caught some people out. I spun out a little bit a couple times. The Miata's really fun, but you can really feel how much it wants to move on the track. It's definitely forgiving in some places, but not really so much in others. We can tell here that 2nd place is now completely aware of me, as he gave a little bit room as he thought I was going to jump in on the inside. For some reason, I'm checking what place I'm in, because I think I forgot. This isn't right now, but back when I was recording this. But we still are on lap 10. We are still 3rd. That is still 2nd in front of us, and we are still trying to get by him. Coming in this last section, I'm off again the throttle. You can hear it. Now I'm back on. A little bit of play with it. We are not heavily in the slipstream here, but we are definitely in the slipstream. Now we are heavily in the slipstream. We can see that gap falling. Quick. Coming into turn 1. I knew I was going to outbrake him. He did turn in on me a little bit.
He just fully turned into me. You need to go.
But we fast forward a little bit more. This is lap 14. We are 2nd. We can't really see 1st place until right now, technically. You do see him kind of going back by that red barn. We are going to see him, though, in a few seconds, because, like I said at the beginning of the video, you don't know where I finished. We are currently in 2nd place right now, and I got the call that someone went off, and there he is, 1st place. Unfortunate. Lap 14 out of 15, spins out in the middle sector. We skip ahead to show the victory, the P1. I do a little dance. No, I did not make a little love to the car, but that's 1st. And that's the end of the video. I don't have an outro or anything like that. But anyway, thanks guys. Bye.